Greetings, I'm the Cheshire Human. Since curiosity has killed the cat, I'm here to tell you the things that the Cheshire Cat couldn't, including about vampire deer today. Let's get right into it so I don't waste your time. Now, the vampire deer is not what this deer is actually called. It's called the water deer. That is its species. There are two subspecies, the Chinese water deer and the Korean water deer. You can probably imagine where those live. So if it's not actually called the vampire deer, why is it nicknamed that? Well, these deer actually have fangs instead of antlers, and it looks honestly really cool. Let me show you a picture. Here is an up-close picture of one that has been stuffed. Look at those fangs. So now, why do they have fangs instead of antlers? Well, the reason for this is evolution. There's actually a study conducted where animals with tusks and animals with antlers were studied to see where they lived. The results were surprising. Basically, the results showed that animals with fangs, or tusks, were more likely to live in a place where they could not be directly seen. This was because the tusks were more of a direct weapon, whereas antlers can be used to scare off your opponent. But since you're living out of sight in somewhere such as maybe a dense forest, you don't need to scare off your opponent because they can't see you. So you need a more effective weapon, which is why these animals have developed tusks. Water deer actually get their name because they live by rivers in tall reeds that keep them hidden. Aha, so now we know why they have fangs instead of antlers. These water deer were actually taken as zoo attractions in Britain and France, and now Britain has a population of them out in the wild as they have escaped from zoos, and France, they had escaped from zoos, but there have been no sightings in France since the year 2000, so they are believed to be extinct in France. One cool thing about these fangs is that they can actually be controlled with muscles in the deer's mouth. So when they're eating, they can be moved out of the way, or they can be extended when they're in a fight, and I find that really interesting. These animals are actually herbivores, so you don't need to worry about them sucking on your blood. I tried to put only interesting information in this video and not discuss, its genus and family and class and all that scientific stuff, so I'm not going to include any more information because this is all the interesting stuff I could find. I did mess up, and it's kind of funny, so that blooper is about to be shown. Another thing I want to mention is that these animals are actually herbivores. Yes, that's right, I invented a new word, herbivores. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and stay curious. Herbivores.